Hey guys, Fat here. I wasn't planning to make this one, honestly, but I kind of made a big mistake. You see, if you saw when the first two waves of Key Ranger stuff hit, or the leaks anyway, I covered it, but then I forgot to cover wave 3 and 4. And I'm going to cover that now, because at least wave 3, because I don't know much about the final mecha. And I know a little bit about the Cerberus Voyager and its combo, which too bad you need 2 Kiranos to make that and at the same time, which that was stupid. It should have just been something else. Whatever. It's a movie mecha, I'll deal with it. But what I need to discuss is where the combos have gone since the last time I talked about Key Ranger. And, with Gigan Hollow, and I know Ava Uniform calls it Gigan Phoenix, I prefer the official term, so I'm going to be calling Gigan Hollow because it gives me a little bit of a reminder of Gigan, Blocky and Gigan Kyryugen from Kyryugen, which, despite what some people may not know, I did enjoy the show. Well, that was until Siobhan got involved and took down the rest of the episodes. Though they left episodes 1 through 34 plus the 2 movies up, but they took down episodes 35 and on, which that makes no sense. If you're gonna take those down, why take them all down? Stupid. Hey, I will review Kyryuger at some point. I just have to. I'm hoping, seeing as Shout Factory is doing DVD sets, and I think they've done every one, including Kaiju Ranger at this point. I don't know if Old Ranger's been announced. Yeah, Old Ranger's out. I don't know if Con Ranger's coming. I don't know if Con Ranger's out already. Hopefully when they get to Kyryuger, they can reinstate those videos, but or I can see it. I've only seen up to Gigan Ragyo's first fight. That was the only thing I saw. So, and I like how they handled it, although it's kind of hard to power up, I would guess, because it takes literally 13 Chudenshi, and that's if you add in the biggest Chudenshi itself. But now I'm getting off track. Gigan Hollow and the whole Voyager and the hinging device. I like the hinging device. That is kind of cool. They're probably, if they adapt this, they're probably gonna change it. But like they did the what is it? The Star Ninja's Changer and Ninja Steel. They changed it to a repaint of the Ninja Star Blade of the Ninja Morpher that the Rangers use. How they handled the guitar weapon was interesting because they made him a legitimate cowboy, which that's actually kind of cool. So it actually works. I was not on board at first with them changing the changer from the sword to the sidearm. That's not a bad idea. I just like them to be some continuity. But whatever. So Gigan Hollow made up of 3 pieces, which the base part doesn't even get used in the robot mode on its own. It's part of the next of the big combo, which is kind of stupid because Kujama-jin, I believe, yeah, that thing's massive, and it only uses CC Voyager and the pieces of Gigan Hollow plus the Kutamas, not the Voyagers, just the Kutamas, the one Kujama-jin, which cool combo. Just they should have, and what was just announced recently, and that's why I'm doing this right now. And this is going to be a side topic because there are a couple other things I want to talk about, but I need to cover this. I kind of called that there was going to be another power-up for CC Red at some point. Wave 3 images actually confirmed it. Or it's gonna be CC Red Orion, excuse me. Sorry, bot. But and it's gonna have super CC Voyager, which all you do for that, I think, is you can actually take the head of the CC Voyager to make that work, and then combined with, I don't remember what Voyagers are involved. I don't remember what Voyagers are involved there. Let me actually pull that up, because I need to be able to see this. The Orion Battler, it's blocky, and it looks a little bit like something else. And I guess I was wrong about CC Red Orion not getting another mecha. He technically got two because he got a powered up CC Voyager plus the Orion Battler, but I don't. At the time I'm recording this, I have not seen the ultimate combination at this point. That's all I know. I don't even know the name of the robot mode for the Orion Battler. So, and it looks like it's going to use pieces of Gigan Hollow as a backpack, perhaps. That's all I know. And I do like the movie mecha. The Cerberus design is kind of cool. Just wish it had been another mecha instead of having to use other Voyagers. So you could have both that and Kirino and Ryu Tail and whatnot. And Gigan Hollow, I guess, together without having to take them apart. Yeah, you can go Scramble City or Scramble Gatai, I guess, as it's been coined, I guess, is the official term. Granted, I'm not seeing the show. I have not watched any Super Sentai since Kyuuger. No, the first one, I was gonna watch Gokaiger, but it got spoiled. I got spoiled, so I haven't watched it. I've not even finished the first episode. And I was gonna watch Go Busters, see if it was as bad as people keep saying it is. I saw the first episode, but that was it. Only the first 11 episodes are on YouTube to my knowledge, so I will hunt those down, but I do have to comment on something. You guys remember back here when I did my samurai swords? Well, I'm gonna reshoot that because I forgot a few things. One of the pieces was missing at the time, and I didn't go into detail, but I will kind of mention it here. A couple of the things they did in that line kind of pissed me off. First of all, the way the two of the swords transform inaccurately. Okay. Tiger sword's fine. That's all accurate. Well, except the headpiece, but they couldn't afford that, I guess, because I had to put those piece of crap minifigures in there, which I think Ava went off on those as well and said that was stupid. It didn't work in Dragon Knight. It didn't work in Samurai. Just saying. And Dragon Knight's a whole other issue. I love Dragon Knight. I've not seen much of it. I wish they released it on DVD or Blu-ray or something, because that's the only decent Kamen Rider show we ever got in America. And I don't count Max Rider because that show is the shits. And they ruined Power Ranger Seasons for each debut with what's the 3 episodes on that piece of crap. Not a single good thing came out of that 3-part Max Rider team up. None. Plus they had to bullshit us about how the powers work. I don't think he ever... Now, I have not watched Max Rider. I hear it was a god-dang wreck. That's all I know. I know how bad it was from what I've heard. I've only not seen it. I don't plan to. If they ever decide to release Black RX legitimately like they are Super Sentai, they do something with Rider, I hope they release that. But seeing as they're only releasing Super Sentai that were Power Ranger based, I doubt we're gonna get a Jetman or a Lineman set ever, because they're only doing the ones that have the Power Ranger series based on it. But whatever, that would have been nice to see those subtitled, because I like Lineman. I like the Jetman theme a lot. I have it on here with all the others, plus the Power Ranger ones involved. So, whatever. And I also wanted to cover a little bit of cover Amazons and how bloody it's gotten this season. I'm only half familiar with Amazons. I'm not familiar with it as well as people that sound there are. He did, when he was still doing the soundcast, which I recommend the soundcast to any viewer who likes Tokusatsu, because he covers a lot of stuff. But starting episode 15, he covered Key Ranger X-Age, which is now over, unfortunately. The first episode, though, he covered, instead of covering some Kuryu Brave, which is, by the way, way too short of a show. 12 minutes, and half of that is the intro and exit, I don't even know what the term I'm looking for is. The entrance theme and the end theme, that's ridiculous. And I don't like the new designs of the Kuryu suits. They did all the other ones, and the ones are different. A picture they showed as a promotion for the Brave Kuryu set that is now in Japan has Stegochi or Stego having a chainsaw type sword instead of a regular sword, which is kind of funny. And they're all different. And the set actually came with all 5 of the main ones, which I think Dinosaur should have done something like that. Oh wait, they did. And I missed it. But short but sweet, whatever. But they couldn't even be bothered to remake the Kuryu Gold outfit. It was the same suit. If you were gonna resign the main 5, why can't you do gold right? Continuity. So, but I guess logic may not apply in Korean Super Sentai taken kind of like an Amazon film. I'll get to Amazon, but he did cover Gold Rider with all 3 episodes, which short show. It's weird. And he also covered the first 6 or 7 episodes of the first part of the second season of Amazon, which is a Amazon Japan Prime exclusive show. And I gotta warn you, it is bloody as heck. These Amazon shows are messy. They have eyeball getting eaten out, which spoilers and rant upcoming here. They eat an eyeball, rip people's limbs apart, get beheaded. This is more work than ISIS. Jesus. And they talk about bringing dead people back, and now Amazon Alpha's blind, but he can still hear, and it's really iffy. And there's so much gore. It puts DCW to shame, and I can't believe I just said that. Holy crap. Ugh, it's ugly. I've not watched it. I don't think I can watch it. No, since I watch ECW, I guess the good ECW, not that crap that was on the Sci-Fi Network. It was pretty bad, I will say. There were some good moments, like some of the Extreme Rules matches from the Extreme Rules DVD was kind of good. And I'm glad they put a Taz Sabu's unification match on that DVD, but my disc is screwed up, so I can't watch it. But it is what it is. As far as other things, I guess I'm done with Key Ranger and Amazons. XA just ended. Unfortunately, after episode 20 of the Soundcast, which going back to what I was saying, he hasn't done one in a couple of weeks now. He's probably scrambling just to finish the Key Ranger reviews. And he hasn't done the Ninja stuff yet. He said in a video he's not going to get the Ninja base toys. The figures, yes. Swords, no. He got all the Ninja stuff instead, and it was actually $30 cheaper. I would have done it myself, but I don't have that kind of money. So, if I could, I would have gone for ninja stuff too, but I decided to skip Ninja Steel altogether, including figures. I might pick up the villain figures, I don't know yet. That's probably the only thing from this line I'm gonna get. And I also missed out on all the Monster of the Week villains from Dino Charge too. I wish I had known about those sooner. But, whatever. So... And one last thing before I go on to another topic. I guess this is kind of samurai related because I was going to rant on that for a minute. Back there, as you can see, I have, well, the Kabuto origami, for all the problems it brought up, was a good origami. And the way it transformed was good. Although, I'm sorry before I would disagree, I actually dug the origami line after Shinkano. Although Samurai Hell is a kind of a messy combo, at least it uses everything. I can name a couple combos off the top of my head that didn't use everything. What are some? I know Ultimate Daiboken was big, but it didn't hold together very well when they made it here. And I think that goes without saying. The one in Turbo, Zeo, that one was decent. That was a big one. That was a pretty big one. I'm trying to remember. Kyojin was a mess because of one to say Judoka King the final combo didn't use anything. Only pieces of rhinos, cube rhinos, which wasn't really a cube. But it is what it is. And do I even have to bring up Ghost Sager? And how bad the ultimate Ghost Sager Great combo was? For crying out loud! That's making Ultra Ghost Sager Great look... Ultimate Ghost Sager Great. Hyper Ghost Sager Great look horrible. Because at least it doesn't have a freaking backpack that happens to have a master head base. That was bad. Kanjin Gokai. Okay, I'm gonna go from original history here. The first one I liked that were kind of iffy was Samurai. No, Engine OG12. That was a mess. But at least every part got used somehow. Some of the parts got used stupidly. Granted, but at least they used them. Samurai Howl, I've been over that with these guys, and I'm gonna reshoot those reviews. Go Blaster. Oh wait, I forgot Go Blaster. Dang. I guess you could count Kanjin Gokaio as a mess, although luckily it only didn't use everything, which I know that's a common complaint with that combination. But it is cool. I just didn't like that they gave the final mecha tribute to Go Launcher after. Actually, I have watched Go Launcher. It's kind of a joke. And a lot of people got pissed off. Well, even Flaming. That was the last mecha and they didn't do anything else. I kind of had a feeling of that might have. But I do agree that doing Gao Gokaio twice is kind of stupid. Because Go on Gokaio is basically just Gao Gokaio. Basically. Only thing it changes is instead of Gao Lion, you use... or Red Lion Warzone, is you use Mahakan, which Makukan, or what is this called? Legendary RPMs or whatever it's called. I don't even remember. Super Mega Force. I like that combo. I'm not okay that some of the pieces get left off, but that was gonna happen. There's no way. Go Blaster started out shaky. I will say that. I like Go Blaster's designs. Yeah, it starts out with a messy combo right off the bat with the main first three. And yeah, Great Go Blaster is kind of a clustered mess. But it gets worse. Granted, Tokamei Line on its own is good. The problem is, well, there's a few problems. One, its robot mode is good, but when you start bringing in the others, it gets messy. Granted, I like Go Blaster Lio more than Go Blaster Road. it looks a little better. But when you do Go Buster King, it gets bad. They actually left out 2 pieces. Well, actually, they left out all of Go Buster Ace, which... and granted, they use more Go Buster Lyle more, I think, than they use Go Buster King, which is kind of messed up because Go Buster King, for all the mess, and it's even bigger than Super Trade, for crying out loud. And I know the movie Megazord's bigger than it, but I don't know. I'll have to compare it, but it's probably not as big as the Delta Command Megazord, but barely. And I don't have that. I skipped SPD for the most part. I had the Swamp Megazord for a while, but I lost some of the pieces, broke, so. Although turning into a cannon was kind of nice. I did like that. That was actually cool. Kyryuger, I've already brought up Gigan Kyryuger, how I like that combo. And the fact that you could use... If you didn't have Green and Black, which I don't at this point, and I wish I could have picked them up, and I begin to become really doubtful I'm ever going to get those 2. Unless Christmas happens, and I get them Christmas or birthday, which is coming up in a little bit, in a month or so. So maybe I can still finish the line. And I'm still missing 2 figures, well 3, because Mom broke my Pink Ranger. I mentioned that before. Missing Graphite, Silver, and the 2 swords. That's all I'm missing. Dino Charger wide. I don't want the Terra Charger. Since I don't have the Dino Charge Morpher, that ain't gonna be useful. I'm not planning to get the Ultra, all the other Chargers. And I'm probably gonna skip out on any of the other roleplay stuff. If I'll be lucky if I even get any Dino Charge stuff at this point. Because the figures are non-existent at this point, so I'm probably gonna have to buy them second hand if I have to. Well, here's another combo I guess I could throw out as an honorable mention at this point. Ground Gosei Great, as much as Gosei Great sucked, Ground Gosei Great was decent, but it didn't save the Gosei line. Although, I do like the way they used, this and Gosei Knight in the Shinkenger movie. That combo was actually kind of cool. I did dig that. I think I'm one of the few people that actually like that movie. Mainly because Takaru kicked the crap out of the Ghost Ages for a good majority of that. That was fun. I love watching the Ghost Ages get their ass kicked. That never gets old. But, and I have started to warm up to the theme song a little bit. But since it's been 7 years now, jeez. And people crapped on Kyojir because it was some kind of big anniversary season. Look, they can't top Gokaiger. There's no way they were going to do that. I'm glad they just focused on giving us a good show. A team up with Gokaiger. And then they had the Ninja crossover. And all the Red showed up in that. And that was it. I'm glad they did that way. And what was it? In Tokyo, you got Tokyo Rainbow, which was an absolute mess because it was horrible. I remember watching video reviews of that thing, of that combo. It looked horrible. And then Ninja Gekiyachi Daio Yag was shit, and it wasn't very good, especially when you put it on Hell and make Gekiyachi How, or whatever that thing's called. How Gekiyachi Daio, I guess. That combo sucked. I'll give you that one. Though a lot of those combos were kind of shit anyway. Especially with Takaharu screaming all the time. That can help. But if you want cheap alternatives to the Ninja Steel line, I recommend, if you can tolerate that, get the Ninja stuff. Skip this show unless you really want American equivalents. Because getting the accessory orders is a mess. That was stupid. That was a stupid thing they did in the first place. That was stupid. Even I can't excuse that. And then last year we got Wild Toys Identica game, which left off a lot of parts. And I think that's all the ones I've seen. Ultimate Daiboken was okay, but a lot of the time by the end it kind of got put in a place where if the ultimate combo can't finish the monster, you're screwed. Although when they did it with Gigan and they did it with the Origami combined it with that was actually decent. And if I had the Shark Sword, I'd probably use it as the actual sword instead of the Samurai Megazord sword, but I don't have it and I don't need it, so whatever. Plus, trying to turn the Origami into a dinosaur didn't really make sense, but it is what it is. That's all I think I'm gonna... Holy crap, I'm 25 minutes. Wow. I guess I had a lot to say. And I'm going to try and do longer videos. I think you guys would like more content and more quality, so some of my other videos, are going to be short. Some of them are going to be long. And my Let's Plays are on hiatus officially right now. I can't decide what game to do right now. I'm having a lot of issues there. Once I figure that out, they'll be back. I'm not dropping all my LPs completely. I want to redo 2K17, 16, and 15 actually. I want to do them all eventually, and especially since 2K18 I believe is coming out next month, so now would be a good time to do this. But right now I just need time to figure things out, and there will be a retake of my Samurai Sword. Oh, but one problem I forgot to mention. When they did the combination with the Beetle Sword and the Samurai Megazord, it's okay. The Swordfish one was actually stupid because it doesn't attach to the back. It becomes a freaking arm with the sword sticking out. That's stupid. And the way you are supposed to use the Ape Sword in the final combination in Samurai Megazord, you're supposed to have it in its on form, but mine's broke, so it's stuck that way. But you can put it in the Ape form, and it looks in the Ape Sword mode, and it looks a little better. Whatever. I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace out.